Hello, everybody. Back here again for our vlog a day. And today is Wednesday, the 15th. And today was another lovely, beautiful day down here. Nice and warm, sunny, absolutely beautiful weather. No rain in sight. Absolutely gorgeous. Got this morning, had a few things get done. Took care of a couple of things in there and decided to get out and work on the car pretty quickly. Had all the parts I needed to put the radio in the car and hook up the steering wheel, sync controls, all that fun stuff involved. So went out, started working on the car, and didn't get too far into it. And I realized the sun was already kind of cooking me a little bit. So I threw up my sunshade, the Easy Up that I bought for camping, and that was a wonderful thing. It was fairly easy to put up, but just the extra shade, you don't realize how much different the heat in a car baking in the sun and the windshield and stuff on you makes a difference by being in the shade. So gotten a little ways into it, and then Max showed up, which is a dog I babysat. The owner dropped him off, and we chilled out. He was so excited. The guy's like, "Oh my god, I got in the side of town," and the dog starts freaking out in the back of the car. He's so excited to come here, which is always a great feeling to have when somebody's dog is excited to come over to stay, not that whole dread of going to the babysitter type situation. So definitely super excited about that. Other dogs out back, let them play a little bit, kind of rough house each other and stuff. Then went back out front to continue working on the car, and Bruce is off leash because I trust him to stick around. And I think Max 90% would too, but I would never take that chance with somebody else's dog off leash outside of a fence. So went ahead and left him tied up, and actually next thing I know, both dogs in the backseat of the car just chilling out together and looking over my shoulder watching me change the radio out in the car, which was kind of funny. So had an audience for the rest of the time changing out the radio, and they just hung out in the back of the car just laying there together and changing places, and there's not room really for both of them to lay down very comfortably. So one lays down, one looks over my shoulder, the other one lays down, that next one gets up and looks over my shoulder. It was kind of funny watching them. So they chilled out there. I got the car all wrapped up. Took a little longer than I was expecting. The radio I bought is not a super high-end radio, so I don't have a lot of the extra gizmos and gadgets, no backup cameras and that kind of junk installed in it. So I ended up calling the wiring harness manufacturer to ask them a couple questions, because the wiring on the radio is different colored from the wiring on the actual install kit. And so I got that squared away. There was basically two wires I wasn't certain of. There was three wires I knew I didn't need, and then two I wasn't certain of, and they told me what to do with those. So that worked out well, and it's great to have a wonderful customer service. It made my life so much easier. So got it all put together. I had to do a couple of modifications, which the kit calls for, is cutting off a couple pieces of the mounting hardware here and there and whatever. And then the other thing is the bolts that the Kenwood gave me was too short to fit. Out of the four bolts, two were too short to fit through the thicker side bracket, so I had to take a razor blade and file it down and scrape it down and kind of cut the plastic out of the way. I was almost heated the bolt up and just kind of melted into the plastic, but I thought, it's probably gonna stink, and I already had it kind of halfway built in the car, and I didn't want to take it all back apart to deal with the stinking plastic melting. So just shaved off the razor blade and stuff, and at one point almost cut my leg open, which was really stupid on my part. But I went ahead and used a little more safety, slowed down a little bit, and just took my time, got it done, got it all installed, and it's up and running 100% now. So everything's good to go. Excited about that whole process. So now I have a radio again, because the radio in the car had died. We had no radio at all. It would, before randomly, it would just like pop and then go out, and it finally popped and died, and it's just dead completely. So one of the things I didn't think I needed was the power antenna or remote if you have an amplifier, and the shop told me I did, because I guess that car has an amplified antenna, which gives it more of a boost, pulls in better stations. So I did need to hook that one up, which I wasn't going to. So I'm glad I called and asked that information, which was helpful. So got the car all buttoned up, went ahead and got the dogs out of the car and took the vacuum to it to clean up all the cut off pieces of wire and the little plastic sheetings and all that kind of fun stuff, and sucked up a bunch of the sand, because it's Florida and our car just gets filled with sand. It's ridiculous how much sand gets in the cars. Went ahead, got everything all put away, got the tools all put away, chilled out the dogs a little bit, had a handful of things to do. I was just kind of organizing things, and also spoke to my attorney about what I can do with the house and how to proceed and how to go about evictions and foreclosures and voluntary foreclosures and all that fun stuff, and just all the stress and all that really sucks. Also found out that my wife is going to be able to take off an extra day early. We contemplated canceling her trip up there with me to Iowa, and instead of like losing her vacation and dealing with this house and whatnot, to just make the trip myself, deal with the house, and then do our vacation later in the year and have her full week of fun, instead of having the whole, having to deal with the house crap. But she's going to go ahead and she's going to work Saturday, which will give her a day off early. So we'll put us up there one day earlier. Hopefully I can get a bunch of the house stuff taken care of that day, then continue on our trip. But I got a feeling it's going to take a few days to deal with the house. So what maybe end up happening is we'll spend the week as more of the fun vacation trip, and then I'll fly back up in a few weeks and figure out what's going on with the house and all that fun things. I've got access to trucks and cars up there I can use in trailers to haul off any garbage or debris that's left behind the house. And my uncle has all the tools I could ever need to fix the house and whatnot. So I think it'd be worth not ruining her vacation and just making a separate trip back up to deal with the trauma, and not only trauma, just the drama, I guess, and the crap and the hassle of my life of this person basically relinquishing the houses back, which really sucks. I did want to be over at this house, but it is what it is. So I went ahead and got that done. Got the yard mowed, all that kind of stuff. Spent a little time with the dogs here and there, playing with them, roughhousing them a little bit. Got my run in, got home, got my shower, went ahead and cooked up some orange chicken. Had some leftover rice from we had fish and rice the other day, and got a nice little meal in. Ended up going outside, had a cigar that I'd gotten from Jimmy. He gave me a Cuban cigar, and it was for the price. I won't buy him. I'm definitely not going to buy those cigars, but for a free cigar, can't beat it. So I went ahead, enjoyed that. Bugs got a little bit bad, so Karen headed back inside. She's not a big fan of bugs, not that I am really, but she didn't need to be outside for the cigar. So she came in, finished up my cigar, came in, did a handful of things, got my phone updated, had an update going through on the phone, need to be done, and all that fun stuff that comes with it. So yeah, that's pretty much all we got for today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.